Oh my goodness, what a finish to this one as the Leafs find a way to crawl out of this game with a 3-2 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. We talked about in the last game, in the last video yesterday against Pittsburgh, about this team needing to bounce back after the tough loss last night. Detroit, again, they played last night as well against the Nashville Predators. So both teams are on a back-to-back. They played Jimmy Howard yesterday. I think we saw Peter Mrazek today, if I'm not mistaken. He played both games. So, and obviously, as Mike Babcock always does, Curtis McElhinney gets the start in goal for the Leafs. Now, nothing really going on in the first period offensively. 15-12 in shots, Leafs lead there. You look at the second period, it didn't start all that great. A beautiful tip in front from Anthony Mantha, his 20th goal of the year. Remember back in the day, Mantha for Phaneuf, that was kind of like the talk, and we were like, we don't know. I think we would have taken it. His 20th of the year, 1-0 Red Wings. Not even 2 minutes after that, a point shot from Jake Gardiner, tipped in by James Van Riemsdyk in his office. His 24th of the year, Gardiner and Bozak grab assists, and we are tied. 18 seconds later, a turnover in the offense, a turnover in the defensive zone for the Red Wings. Kadri to Marner, waits, and by that time, for goodness sake, it looks like Mrazek's out near the circle, and Marner beats him on the far side, outweights him, and just a beautiful goal. Leafs, after being 2 minutes later being down 1-0, this quick strike offense, and in 18 seconds they score 2 goals to take the lead. And they head into the third period with that lead. Again, Leafs 12-8 in shots in that second period. Not bad. You go to the third period. Henrik Zetterberg ties it up almost midway through the period. And this is just a defensive lapse. You can't blame McElhinney on this one. How many, 2 or 3 Leafs staring at the guy coming, I think it was Nyquist. Yeah. Coming in from the point. Zetterberg is at the back post. Not a single guy is remotely close. And a slap pass from Nyquist, tape to tape, Zetterberg into the wide open net. He buries it, and it's a 2-2 game. Under a minute to play. Looks like we're going to head into overtime. The Leafs blow the 2-1 lead. Looks like we're going to head into overtime. Hang on there. William Nylander, guys, what a play by him. Gets the puck at on the wall over by the red line behind the net. And instead of trying to go around the net and looking for a better shot, goes right to the net. Brings about 3 Red Wings in on him. And, okay, with that being said, that leaves Auston Matthews wide open on the back post. He does. Matthews roofs it. The celebration just like, oh yeah, we did it. And the Leafs take the 3-2 lead. Baby! With 30 or 31 seconds left, the Buds get the huge goal to give them the lead. And they hang on 31 seconds later to get the victory. This game is massive. You're on a back-to-back. I understand they are too. You're back up in net. Curtis McElhinney did a Curtis McElhinney job today, which was stellar. 2 goals, 29 shots, 931 save percentage. Guys, this guy's goals against average is a 224 and a 932 save percentage. Those are freak numbers. And he is 7-4. Your backup goalie has given you 7 wins. Curtis McElhinney has been stellar. And the team spread out the scoring. You look at the goal scorers. Well, the JVR Bozak Brown line scored. Marner, Kadri, Marleau scored. Hyman, Matthews, Nylander scored. Spread out goal scoring. Leo Kamara missed another wide open cage. He's killing me. However, The Leafs get back in the win column, and that is the main thing. Boston and Tampa both off today, so technically we gained 2 points, but the games in hand are still insane. 1 point back of the Bruins. Is it like 4 back of Tampa? 4 back of Tampa, but Boston's got 5 games in hand. Tampa has 2. So it's like it's going to be a tough stretch. However, the Leafs got to keep winning their games. They did today after their loss last night. We talked about it in the last video. Having a short memory, being able to come out on a back-to-back and get the win, the victory on the second half because you got an off day tomorrow and then you're back at home taking on the Florida Panthers on Tuesday night. It's a big game because if you lose both, you just lost both games after winning 5 straight, and you need a day off to dwindle on that or to dwell on that. But instead, you get a victory on the road in Detroit, not a long travel time home. They're going to have, well, they're probably home now. They're going to have a rest and probably a practice tomorrow, practice the Tuesday morning, and then they're good to go on Tuesday night against Florida. Another team that's, I guess, the one of the other teams hunting for a playoff spot in the Atlantic Division, but like Detroit and Florida are the 2 teams that are fighting for a spot or whatever you want to say there. They're more or less going for the wild card. But as for the Leafs, they got to do their job. The schedule is favorable over the next little bit. You got them. You have the Islanders, who have not really been consistent all year. They're only 4 games over 500. And then the Saturday you play Boston at home. That's a big game. You know what I mean? This team can do it. The Leafs just got to find a way. They've played 61 games. We have 21 games left. That is still a lot. That's 42 points possible. That's a lot. So we're saying we're 1 point back of the Bruins and 4 back at Tampa. There's a lot of hockey still to be played. However, we are in the home stretch. Every game matters from now on in. Every game matters, and your first up is against Florida at home on Tuesday. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed this game and the way it ended, of course. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. And the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below who's your player of the game. Each line got a goal. Would you give it to McElhinney? I think I might. I got to give it to Curtis McElhinney. He's my player of the game in this one. He was stellar, made some big saves to keep this team in it. And I will talk to you guys, what would it be? Jay's edition, that'll be on the 26th, which is the Monday. We'll probably be talking about the 3 preseason or spring training games that occurred. We'll talk to you guys, Raptors edition. That will be on the 23rd. That's Raptors. I think that's Friday. As the Raptors get back to action after the All-Star break. That's all done and over with now. Now we just wait for the season to start back again. Raptors at home taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. They look to ride their 7-game win streak and keep rolling here in the informal second half of the season. And as for the Leafs, like we've been saying, we'll talk to you guys Tuesday as the Leafs look to come home and continue their role at the Air Canada Center. 7 o'clock puck drop against the Florida Panthers. Let's go for 2 in a row and start a new win streak. We'll talk to you guys then.